Yeah,
So
excess was not a thing that I experienced growing up. And my mom, I think she struggled with like just the basic amount of money that we had to go around. And then on top of that, she didn't have very good like spending habits. Like
yeah.
it was kind of just like get the money, you spend the money, and then you do it again next month,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So like
Hmm.
investing, having extra money, like savings accounts, like all of these things were not instilled in me at a young age.
Yep.
And I really, coming out of college, like struggled with that because I
Yep.
kind of took on that same mentality of like, okay, you get the money, you spend the money, and then you do it again. So
Yep.
I was definitely on that paycheck to paycheck cycle in my, mid 20s. And I have to say, like, one of the biggest blessings of coming into this industry has been all the knowledge that it's infused me with. Like, I feel more financially secure than I've ever felt in my life. And obviously, I have a great job and that helps, but it's also so much about the psychology of how you think about your money,
Hmm.
like having savings accounts that are dedicated to specific things. Like that was not something that I would have ever done in my 20s. Whereas like now I'm like, okay, this is for my Costa Rica trip next year, and this is for emergencies. And the difference that that makes in labeling those things, again, not something that I would have really understood psychologically until now. And yeah, my philosophy, my money values have just changed a lot. I'm much more of a saver than a spender. I think I try to sort of like do the opposite of what we did growing up, and I think, yeah, and that creates friction sometimes too. Like I think it's a hard thing for my mom to understand sometimes, and there's just a lot. Money is so complicated. It's a
Yeah.
lot, but it's good that we're talking about it. And I think it's really important for people who come from backgrounds like I do to have access to the wisdom that the financial services industry brings. And I've been lucky to befriend people like both of you, Daniel Crosby, amazing minds in this space who really break it down in a way that's accessible to anyone and really focused on making it not just like the numbers, but the human element is really obvious and apparent. And that's really helped me to, change my own circumstances and really revolutionize how I think about money and why it matters to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess I should take it as a compliment that you put us in the same sentence with Daniel Crosby, or I could question your sanity, but I'll take the former rather than the latter.
Well, I think both of you do a good job of like personalizing this stuff and making sure
Oh,
that it's not
thank
just
you.
like, here's a chart and here are your returns and here are the right? Like you really make it human. And I think that's what breeds success, at least for someone
Well,
like
I
myself.
think we all know at this stage that the charts are meaningless. Nobody makes decisions on a chart unless you're a trader. And even then, they are making unconscious behavioral decisions. They just maybe not don't know them. Uh, if we go back, so was it 2021 that you joined Street Cred?
Yes, January
So in the
2021.
ensuing 4 years, let's talk us through some of the things you've done. There's no way we could cover all of them. My guess is
Yeah,
what you do today is very different from
it
what you did
is.
4 years ago.
It
But
is. But
tell
that's
us a
been
little bit
fun,
about
right?
your
That's been a
career
fun
path
part of the
within
journey.
Street Cred. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I started at Street Cred as their first account executive. And again, like I came to Jason and I was like, I haven't done PR before. Like this is all going to be new to me. So I really just hit the ground running, trying to absorb as much as I possibly could, just complete sponge mode. But that was more on the client side of really, working on client deliverables, helping with media opportunities, contributed content, tracking everything. Like can't give enough credit to the people on our team who handled the administrative side of just doing all of those admin tasks. Like that really keeps us organized and together. So it was a lot of that. And though I was good at that and enjoyed it, I was more interested in the writing and the marketing side of it. And I think Jason and the team like recognized that I had some good writing chops. So I started working more on contributed content and thought leadership with our clients, and then also running Street Cred socials and just being like a presence at conferences. And obviously, you see the Street Cred handle pop off at a conference like back in the day. That would be me just like furiously typing on my phone the whole time I was there. And we kind of eventually started building that into a legitimate marketing program, right? Like as startups do, we kind of build the plane as we go. And so I came to Jason and our leadership team again and was like, hey, I really want to be like fully focused on marketing. What do you guys think? And they're like, we love it. Sounds good. So we shaped that role together. We started doing the podcast Press Play, which I host with Jimmy, which is a ton of fun. He cracks me up.
Jimmy's great.
Yeah, we have a great time with our guests, and that honestly came really naturally and just felt like an obvious thing for us to do. And now we've evolved that into this Press Play Live series that I was telling you guys about, where we're doing these video interviews at conferences, which has been so much fun. And just expanding, the marketing role, what we can do, especially with the addition of Charles. And him and I are going to work together really closely to just keep leveling up our brand and design and keep evangelizing our clients and figuring out better and better ways to support them in the work that they're doing and really shine that spotlight on all of the incredible work that our clients do too.